That's right, 14 rat poison pizzas to Larry Householder's farm. And anybody want anything else? Ricky, cheese pizza, and 1 cheese pizza to a secret bunker. Alright, I can't tell you where it is, then it would be secret. 30 minutes or it's free. Bye! And now we must continue our conversation about Ohio politics and how they got so bad that someone like Larry Householder could just come out of nowhere and not just kidnap Santa, but almost destroy the entire world. Here to discuss this now are 3 men very familiar with Ohio politics, specifically because they have a job that I have never had, nor will I ever get. Please welcome 3 past and present Ohio governors to discuss Ohio politics. Gentlemen, why?
Together, we can screw Ohio over even more.
Well, thanks for having us here, Travis. I consider you a friend and an adversary. We did run against each other, but here we are again, and it feels good to be here with you.
I am joined now by a man who needs no introduction, except I have to add on that he's now dead.
I have to take issue with the fact that I'm dead. As you'll soon understand, I'm not dead at all. I'm just in a parallel universe.
So you're in limbo. It sounds a lot like the Ohio State Legislature.
Statewide politics, I think you'd have to go back to 1968 when the Honorable Governor of Alabama, George Wallace, was running as a third-party independent. He did quite well in the very same Southwest Ohio counties that right now they're brewing up articles of impeachment against my good friend, Governor DeWine.
Here's the thing about strong Ohioans. If there's anything strong Ohioans know, it's that you don't vote for a guy like me because you're gullible or because you're dumb. You vote for a guy like me because you're gullible and dumb. So I'm not really letting anyone down because no one really expected much of me to begin with, Travis. And, we're just having a great time here at the governor's mansion. I'm talking to you live from the cook's kitchen. Fran and the grandkids are out back wrestling around, trying to get loose to play a game of baseball as they do. It's important to keep expectations low.
How do you respond to all these guys who are trying to impeach you every few weeks?
It's been difficult for strong Ohioans to lash out at people as people keep stepping down. I tried to throw Amy Acton to the wolves, and they got a taste of the blood, and they kept coming back. And I thought maybe they ran her out of town, and that's all they want, but they keep coming after me. Oh,
Mike, don't let the bastards get you down. Back in the days when I was the mayor of Cleveland, we had some real nuts in city council back then, but we worked with the nuts. They came to the table. We gave concessions. We took concessions. I'd like to say that we took more concessions than we gave. Hey, you probably heard about this rumor once that I was standing using a urinal next to a guy from the State House using a urinal. And the guy told his friend, he was a Democrat. The guy told his friends later, he says, at Voinovich, he is such a skinflint that he noticed there was a nickel in the bottom of that urinal, down there next to the mints. He bent over and picked up that nickel and put it in his pocket. That's not true entirely. I washed my hands and washed that nickel before I put it in my pocket.
We're dealing with a situation now. This Larry Householder guy, he's kidnapped Santa. How do you see this playing out?
Well, that's simple. I got another friend that's still pretty active in Republican politics. I don't know for how much longer. I'll call John Kasich. Kasich's good at getting attention to things. He'll be outraged.
I raised sales taxes, increased the state budget, eliminated the rights of women and unions, and created jobs for my rich friends. I want your sons and daughters to struggle in Ohio, not in some other place.
He's got kids. His dad was a mailman. Think of all the Christmas cards to the little kiddies over in Pittsburgh that his dad delivered December after December, year after year.
Me and my rich friends have made Ohio the best place for Wall Street to exploit middle-class families. I just wanted to be governor for 6 years so I could run for president in 2016. And by only working with my rich friends, we're making each other richer.
No, Kasich won't stand for this. Plus, well, I don't know. I don't know about Kasich and Householder, but that Santa Claus thing.
As you know, Travis, every time something with Larry happens, I send a strongly worded letter, and I have my communications staff type up a set of tweets that will say a bunch of things without really saying much at all. So here at the governor's mansion, we've been asked by our overlords, and that is to say the people who give us money to run our campaigns, to do as much as possible without doing anything at all. So, to Larry, I would say, come on.
Strong words, Governor DeWine. You look at some of the governors of the past. What do you draw from them to deal with what you're dealing with now?
When it comes to governing, I think the less you know, the better. So I've run on a platform of talking a lot and bringing experts in to talk around me and to point at things and to give you numbers and then to do nothing with that data. So the thing that I've taken the most from previous administrations is a whole bag of nothingness. I know that there are lessons to be learned, and hell, I've seen numbers that could say, maybe take this thing seriously or that thing seriously, or fund that or don't fund this. And at the end of the day, I got 17 grandkids, which is exactly as many Bibles as I swore on for the oath of office. And, there will be a day where I'm not here anymore, and I'll take everything that I've learned and do nothing with it on that day. And I'll retire and watch baseball with the grandkids and Fran. And, while we're here, we talk about ties every day. Fran and I get together in the morning, we talk about ties. And this is one, and Fran likes to call me an optimist, but I think it's important to say that people think of me as an optimist, because it's something that comes across as an insult, but it's not. And someday I'll be dead and I'll have done nothing. And that's what's important, Travis, is to govern and not protect people and not learn lessons and not do much about anything.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, hold on. Put him down.
Okay, guys, that didn't work. Let's enact Plan B.